Hello, today is Thursday, December 11th, 2025. This article is from FinanceYahoo.com and Benzinga. The title is Vladimir Putin said that nothing could ban Bitcoin a year ago. Here's how Moscow has used crypto since then to overcome US sanctions. Benzinga and Yahoo Finance LLC may earn commission or revenue on some items through the links below. Russian President Vladimir Putin asserted only a year ago that no power can ban Bitcoin, crypto BTC, regardless of what happens to the dollar. While many saw it as a message to the West on international sanctions, the country has taken targeted steps to open its economy to the world's largest cryptocurrency. Bitcoin will continue to grow, said Putin. During an investment conference in Moscow on December 4th, 2025, Putin argued that influence of the dollar on the global economy was waning, paving the way for the growth of other instruments. For instance, Bitcoin, who can prohibit its use? No one, Putin said, or the use of other electronic ways of settlement. No one can ban the use of them. Putin added that the new instruments would continue developing, regardless of what happens to the dollar. Crypto bypass Russia's trade disruptions. Shortly after these comments, Russia's finance minister Anton Siluanov revealed that Russian companies have started using Bitcoin and other cryptocurrencies for cross-border transactions. Described as a response to trade disruptions, cross-border transactions. Trade disruptions from sanctions imposed after the Ukraine war. The minister said that it was possible to use the Bitcoin mined in Russia in foreign trade. It's worth noting that Putin greenlighted Bitcoin mining in the country earlier this year. He previously rejected the central bank's proposal to ban cryptocurrencies in 2022, arguing that the country possesses competitive advantages in the field of mining. Bank of Russia's plan to broaden crypto access. In accordance with Putin's directives, the central bank imposed in March of this year to allow a limited number of highly qualified Russian investors to purchase and sell cryptocurrencies under a new 3-year experimental legal regime. The bank maintained that it still doesn't see cryptocurrency as a means of payment and proposed a ban on all cryptocurrency transactions between Russian residents outside their experimental regime. However, recent developments suggest attempts to expand cryptocurrency access for Russians. Bank of Russia First Deputy Governor Vladimir Chistyukin said the rules should be eased beyond the extremely narrow category of qualified investors, given the sanctions in place, according to a Cryptopolitan report. How big is Russia's Bitcoin mining industry? Maxim Oreshkin, the deputy chief of staff of the Presidential Executive Office, said earlier this week that cryptocurrency mining generates enormous sums and must be factored into Russia's balance of payments, according to a report by Vedomosti, the country's leading business newspaper. There's no publicly available official figure for how much Bitcoin the Russian government holds. Although calculations from Russia's National Crypto Mining Association showed that 54,000 BTC were mined in 2023 alone. Building wealth across more than just the market. Building a resilient portfolio means thinking beyond a single asset or market trend. Economic cycles shift, sectors rise and fall, and no one investment performs well in every environment. That's why many investors look to diversify with platforms that provide access to real estate, fixed income opportunities, professional financial guidance, precious metals, and even self-directed retirement accounts. By spreading exposure across multiple asset classes, it becomes easier to manage risk, capture steady returns, and create long-term wealth that isn't tied to the fortunes of just one company or industry. Arrived. Backed by Jeff Bezos, Arrived Homes makes real estate investment accessible with a low barrier to entry. Investors can buy fractional shares of single-family rentals and vacation homes starting with as little as $100. This allows everyday investors to diversify into real estate, collect rental income, and build long-term wealth without needing to manage properties directly. Okay, so a lot of advertisements, right? So in Russia, they allowed Bitcoin mining, but they have a very strictly narrow experimental regime. Only selected institutions can trade Bitcoins. There's Bitcoins, BTC is good for cross-border transaction, right? Cross-border transaction. In accordance with Putin's directives. Benzinga Wealth, I say thanks for listening. Have a great Thursday.